course, there are people on social media who are constantly looking for things to be mad at, and this is not the first time, nor will it be the last, that individuals on social media are freaking out over the designs of female Transformers, saying they're a little too sexist. I have a few different things I want to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Now, of course, we live in a clown world where people can go on social media and air the first thing that comes to their mind in the morning and the last thing on their minds before they go to bed, and then there are people like this who will complain over literally everything. This is a post that has not gone viral really, but has definitely gotten quite a lot of attention over the past couple of days. It says, "I'm gonna be honest, can they just retire G1 designs of female Transformers? In vacuum, those designs are cute and all, but when you frame them next to their male counterparts, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, designs are straight up sexist. They could have made main girlies as blocky as every other G1 male character and then introduced slender and more rounded off characters regardless of gender identification later down the line. I really don't get what's stopping them from slightly redesigning them. I don't know, the fact that these characters have been around, will continue to be around, and people have nostalgia and love and respect for them. So of course they're highlighting Arcee here, but she is a character that's 38 years old. That's not why they're just going to magically replace or redesign her, and she's not even the first female Transformer ever. Alita 1 was first introduced in 1985 during the Search for Alpha Trion episode. She led the all-female resistance on Cybertron against Shockwave's remaining Decepticons when the Autobots and the Megatron-led Decepticons crash-landed on Earth and were stuck on Earth. She was introduced in this episode when Megatron had used Astro Train to get back to Cybertron, and he had captured Alita 1, drawing Optimus back to Cybertron to save her. But the point is that her and the Resistance had slender, more feminine forms to denote them as female, and even in the newer Netflix War for Cybertron series they've put out, Alita and Arcee are in it, and they don't look the same as their male counterparts. They're not as big or as bulky. They have slightly more feminine features, and that's fine. The reason why this tourist is mad now, though, is because of this new IDW series and the cover going on to social media. Starting off with the first part of their tweet, they instantly call these designs straight up sexist because they're saying when you frame them next to their male counterparts, they're not as blocky. They don't look as much like Transformers, which of course is just their opinion. I think looking, at them side by side, like Arcee versus Optimus, yes, he is a little bit bigger, obviously, but at the same time, she looks perfectly fine. I mean, she clearly looks like a Transformer. It's not like she's standing there and looks like a normal lady, okay? And they go on to say that, they shouldn't have introduced a slender, more rounded off character right at the bat, but it would be okay if they eventually did. How does that even make sense? Okay, so you're saying it would eventually be okay, but it's not okay now, and it wasn't okay then. It wasn't okay when they originally created this female character, but it's not okay now, 38 years later. I'm sorry, they're trying to say that this character deserves to be slightly redesigned. Why? Cliffjumper gets to be a silly guy where Arcee is literally built like a Barbie doll. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I don't know about any Barbie dolls that stand 33 feet tall, or any characters within Barbie that stand at 33 feet tall, because that's what she is. As you can see in the comics, Arcee stands at 33 feet tall. This person clearly does not know anything that they're talking about, except for the fact that they saw this artwork and went, "I'm gonna be mad about it," which Of course, that is how people on social media are, but wait until they see photos of real women, okay? Yes, there are bigger women in life, there are more slender women in life, but I think most people can look at this character and go, she is not a real individual, okay? These people need to stop demanding things be changed to suit their delicate sensibilities. These figures aren't sexualized, and what they're trying to claim is it's sexist to be feminine, which of course is absurd. And what's even more absurd is this whole idea that this model is outdated. People still love these G1 Transformers. I mean, look at this fan-made project, Arcee Dreams of Daikon. It's not even that old. It's from 3 months ago. It's got 742,000 views. It's got thousands of likes, 53,000 likes to be specific, because it's very well done. It's a high quality project and it features Arcee and Starscream, their original models. And if people believed it was time to move on from these models, why would people still be using them and making these fan creations around them? These models are not the issue. The issue is the fact that these individuals that are complaining, they go on social media and will yell about anything. If you look for something to be offended by, oh, believe me, you'll find it. And that's what they're doing here. And like I mentioned, this is not the first time that we have seen female Transformers be attacked. Of course, this was back in 2020. Flame Toys had actually deleted a tweet announcing their sexy Windblade Transformers figure after backlash over the design. Now, they did end up actually coming out with this, which is awesome. They only deleted the tweet, but then they ended up putting out a press release, releasing the product, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but they initially were afraid because they were facing tons of backlash over the design simply because she had a pose that showed off her butt a little bit. I mean, yes, this figure does look a little bit more human in a way, just because of like her pose, the way that she's standing, but at the same time you can still tell this is Windblade. This is a transformer. There's nothing wrong with buying this figure. And you know what the beauty of this is if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. If you did not like this figure, you do not have to buy it. And like, you know, the artwork on social media, if you see it and it bothers you, you can just scroll past it. But these people do not know how to do that. And it seems like this has all stemmed because of a new Transformers comic book series from Skybound. So that is why these maybe just IDW fans are getting very triggered over Arcee. I mean, again, female Transformers are definitely the target of attack basically whenever something new happens with them, and people in the comment section are roasting this individual. Dude, it's a cartoon, calm down. As a woman, I remember I used to see, you know, the more female design Transformers like Arcee, and I loved them. I saw absolutely no problem with them. And, you know, most kids would look at this and just enjoy the character and not be bothered by the fact that, oh, well, I think their proportions are a little bit unrealistic. I mean, as an adult, to sit here and complain because you think that the designs are straight up sexist is a little bit weird, judging by, you know, the fact that nobody else is really complaining about it except for a few triggered individuals on social media. But people are saying things like, oh, fuck no. Can you just stay in your lane and let the Transformers fans enjoy their stuff? Yeah, I mean, I love this character. I'm sure many of you love this character, and I have never once sat down and looked at a photo of Arcee and gone, wow, you know what? I actually think her design is a little sexist. That's just not where my brain goes. But of course, with individuals like this, if you are looking for something to be offended by, you're going to find it. If you are wanting and actively looking to find something to have an issue with, you're going to find it. Now, of course, they're attacking Arcee yet again, saying that this design is not okay and they should really stop and slightly redesign characters like this looking forward. Obviously, if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it, and you could just scroll past this artwork on social media. But instead, these individuals are taking the time, hoping that these creatives will inevitably bend the knee to their absolutely ridiculous complaints going forward. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.